Hi Libra, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of January 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I want to remind you, as always, simply this is a general mid-month reading, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. I'm feeling quite vibrant in your energy. I was going to say happy, but I was pushed to say vibrant, okay? Either way, I did get an overall message for you for this money and career read. And that message is astounding achievement just for you. Astounding achievement just for you. Let's aim on down and pull some cards. Alrighty, let's begin by pulling a couple messages from the Moonology deck. I just heard Libras will dance this month as I'm looking at this talent card, which I use for a daily read. And it definitely has a dancing image on it. Okay. Whether you're dancing because of the success that's taking place or you're pushed to just release yourself, get that release through dancing to just have fun. Music will also inspire you in the second half of the month. Okay, for Libra. You're going to also feel the inclination, the push to laugh. You need to be having more fun, or you just need to continue to do so. Okay. Interesting. It feels like, I just heard don't take the middle one. Confidence is your key to success, okay? I feel like there's certain negative energies around you and it's time to release them, even if you can't sort of fully separate yourself from them. If you're empathic, you know, just try to release them in one way, shape, or form. I feel the need to pull one more. You're going to feel very guided in the second half of the month and a push to have faith in your dreams, Libra. Have faith in your dreams. You're meant to succeed when moving towards them, okay? Even if certain dreams aren't meant for you in the end, you'll figure it out. Look at this. There's a level of things feeling quite up and down, you know, a little bit all over the place, but things will feel more stable moving forward as things pick up pace and just work for you. I feel like you've been gaining more success in the last couple weeks, maybe a couple months, where you're remembering why you do something, okay? You and your loved ones are safe, as I struggle to speak. So it's the second half of the month where you're reminded your loved ones are safe and you are as well, protected. I feel like there's part of you that is struggling to stop thinking about your loved ones that are far away from you, or just their financial comfort and success, whether or not they're going to be successful within their career or something they're going to give birth to that will cost them money. Don't worry about somebody in your midst who's a bit negative or just a bit unhealthy, okay, as I'm drawn to this crab. I heard a Cancer will have your back, but either way, I just feel like you're going to be reminded the amount of protection and guidance that takes place moving forward for you and your loved ones. It's coming out in this reading for a reason, but you're being reminded to meditate and contemplate to figure out what's right for you moving forward, as you will have a lot of energies coming forth or just wanting to communicate who are very opinionated, okay, but maybe judgmental, a bit of criticism from the majority, or from some of which, especially the ones who are closest to you, they mean the best, okay? They're trying to help, even if you're not going to take all the advice and criticism. It just feels like if you're on an online platform, a lot of criticism coming in, okay? A lot of positives, but there could just be people criticizing or making little remarks. Just beware of that. But you just trying to, or being pushed to take a step back and meditate and contemplate and figure out how to move forward, how to adjust things in your favor as you're guided to adjust even more, okay? The answers you need are coming. And so I feel like you have been lacking certain conclusions, certain blanks to be filled in, feeling a bit confused about the future, even though you know certain things are going to be successful or a big business, or you feel this intuitive feeling come over you that a new job is on the horizon, or just a level of success or a big amount of money for some of you is coming. You'll be reminded the answers you need are coming. You'll be reminded, especially if there's money on the horizon you're meant to acquire, that's coming in a couple weeks to a month or two at the latest. And there is a new job on the horizon for a lot of you Libras, and you need to prepare for it by resting, but also just balancing out the work you still need to complete and fulfill at this point in your story along your path. Very interesting. Don't let your pride get in your way. Don't let your pride get in the way or your way. As I struggle, when you stumble upon your words, remember that for a lot of you, you're being messed with spiritually, okay? Or you just are picking up on difficult energies around you, or both, or you just are overly tired, stressed, and need to take a step back and rest your beautiful soul, heart, and mind, okay? But there's a push to not let your pride get in the way, because you may have Leo in your chart, you know, granted that is a Leo trait, I get it. Um, but to not feel sort of so proud of all that you've overcome, all that you've been through, all that you've built and are succeeding with at this time, to not consider an opportunity that feels a little bit beneath you, okay? Doesn't mean don't trust, you know, what's not meant for you, but also don't feel the inclination to discard certain people because you're feeling so successful in the second half of the month. Being pushed back to the overall message of astounding achievement just for you. Don't be so proud and so wrapped up in your work and your success and the money you're trying to make and will make moving forward, that you don't notice the achievement for what it is. Very interesting. And we're going to pull 6 cards. As I'm pushed to look at the Justice card here with the 9 of Pentacles, you're getting your level of justice and balance coming into play for all the hard work you've been putting in, for reaching for that independence like a Libra does. Just because I'm indecisive at times, just because I do want things to be balanced and struggle with that at times, doesn't mean I'm not going to be successful. It feels like people who doubted you moving forward will regret it, okay? And maybe already have started to regret it. A level of envy will surround you to a certain extent. Brush it off your shoulders. And I don't mean like brush, yeah, okay, to an extent, brush them away, you know, the negativity, the envy. But I was just showing somebody, like literally, like brush the glitter or the dust off your shoulders, right? When people are fabulous, I typically say, just brush the glitter right off your shoulders, you know, because who's wanting to dust off your shoulders? Anyways, for my lovely Libras, I hope that gave you a good laugh. Again, you're going to be pushed to just chuckle this month, or at least in the second half if that didn't take place in the first half. Okay. I didn't mention it already as I struggle to catch my breath. The first half of this 6-card spread, you'll be startled at one point, but it won't get the best of you. The first 3 cards are going to speak upon the 3rd week of the month, and then the second half of the spread will speak upon the 4th week of the month, or thereabouts. So just keep in mind, energy is fluid. Okay. I just heard very golden. It's going to be a golden feeling at certain points, as you do have an underlying focus on needing things to feel peaceful, content, stable in a lot of ways. Certain emotions will come to be, and you're just like, screw it, it's not going to get in my way. I long for more, and I'm going to achieve it, okay? Even if it doesn't feel fully clear at this point. Being pushed to just keep swimming in your own individual way, and to keep enhancing that glow, given it's going to positively affect your work that you're producing at this time, or just heading towards the achievement of goals. But we have a bonus card of the 7 of Pentacles, which they're saying is somewhat the overall focus and energy for this reading. You're watering something, whether it's a business, a project, something online for a lot of you. Holy shit, that's going to be so damn successful. It's just like out of the blue, your work is paying off, okay? It just feels like you're watering a job if you just work a day-to-day job. I don't mean to minimize that, but I feel like you won't be totally satisfied if that's the case, but you will be pushed to expand yourself if need be, but you will be successful nonetheless. So allowing yourself as a Libra to continue to do what you know, okay, but also being willing to expand and go with the flow. And just remember that at this point, consistency is going to pay off for you, because you just are so skilled. Wow. I hope that came off in the right way. My rants are a little confusing, but I'm very proud. That was keywording. Anyways, 10 of Wands, a little bit sassy in the second half of the month, well deserved. But you do begin the third week of the month with the 10 of Wands, and things feel a bit heavy. A lot of work to accomplish. It feels like you chose this schedule, or you just feel as if you've been given the schedule or just workload that's a lot to handle. For whatever reason, you're feeling like your path is a bit bland. It's not, though, in the larger sense of things, or it won't be soon enough. With the Queen of Pentacles, you're just trying to ground yourself or feeling a bit proud to the point where you just know you're going to succeed and want to sort of show off or just prove people wrong so badly that it may strip away the color, okay? Or you may find that you're just pushed at this point to remember that your pride is going to get in your way if you don't sort of keep it in check, right? Dust it off your shoulders, but then keep things humble all the meanwhile. And to not let anybody else in your midst, energies of low vibration or just the heavy workload, to diminish the color that you should be experiencing, enjoyment, the joy along the path to your individual success. You owe it to yourself at the end of the day. A Hanged Man or woman, okay? And so you make your way to the middle of the first half of the spread, the third week, and there's an adjustment in perspective that needs to take place. You're glowing, to say the least. The color's coming back to your situation. You can see with the Ten of Wands, the only one where it lacks color. The rest of the spread, vibrant, colorful. Things are starting to take a turn for the better. It's like, yeah, you've been more successful in the first half of the month than you were previously, but you have no idea what's about to transpire. It's like Spirit in the Universe has been keeping it a bit secretive because you had to go through the struggles, the ups and downs to kind of be able to view this as successful, to be able to, it's like, in order to recognize when things are amazing or successful, to make the best out of it, you almost have to go through the difficulties, annoying as it is. There's a focus on those ups and downs once again. I need to take an adjustment of perspective. Okay, we're going to clarify each one. What are we adjusting our perspective on? Ooh, on telling everybody about what you're going through, on an update on your business, or maybe your career adjustment, whether it's a change of job, a job you know intuitively lies ahead. You may find that you're going to invest in something financially moving forward. You need to change your mind as to who you're telling, okay? I feel like some Libras might invest in something moving forward and then not tell anybody until after to guarantee it happens, okay? I mean, secrets at times are a dangerous thing, but it feels like you're being strategic at this point, or being pushed to be more strategic in one way, shape, or form. It feels like you're a little bit flustered, a little bit confused at this point in the month. Things are quite colorful and you're shining, but you're just maybe not sure who you can trust at this time. You may also find that there's a level of sketchy, maybe very secretive, or just annoying energies around you, whether it's in your work environment, your living situation. You're just going to need to allow yourself to step away and not let them get the best of you. And just think twice before you trust somebody you shouldn't. But the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, there's financial investment or a new job or both that haven't come to be yet. You need to take a step back and figure out what you truly want before you basically go out and grab that opportunity or that chance that is meant for you. Okay? It feels like if you want it at this point, Libra, moving forward, when you know it's intuitively and destinedly meant to happen, it's going to happen. You can basically have what you want at this time, what you want to manifest. You got to sort of figure out what you want. A reminder that when this comes to be, with the Page of Pentacles, this investment or this new job or both, why wouldn't you want to take the time between now and then to relax a bit? Yeah, there's work still to complete, there's still obligations to fulfill, but you're reminding yourself, you're being reminded, or both, that you should just be relaxing or taking care of yourself, you know, prepping for that, because it's going to be a very, very busy time for you, especially if you're taking on a second job or just switching up your life altogether. What you're watering is going to just blow up in a beautiful way, okay? Page of Cups, 2 pages, thinking about the new, feeling a little bit out of it to begin the last week of the month, but also just, again, glowing. It just feels like people want a piece of you, and a lot of which will. okay, in one way, shape, or form, even if it's in a minor way. But it just feels like there are people who maybe coming back from the past. This came up in, I think, Gemini's reading, um, where you're like, yeah, when pigs fly, okay? It's like just because I'm now succeeding, just because people are now seeing the potential within me, just because for some of you Libras, you're making your way towards a level of fame or just an immense amount of fortune or both. It's not going to happen, okay? It just feels like you need to be strategic as to who could potentially ride your coattails, uh, or just be potential to create blockages. But you're reminded at this point that when you drift to certain confusions in your own mind at the most random moments, the answers you need are coming, okay? You're reminded that you're meant to have a colorful, successful life as you think back to times like the beginning of the second half of the month, the third week, when things were heavy and lacking color. But we have the Seven of Wands to make our way to the middle of the last week of the month. Um, it just feels like you might be dealing with certain anxious energies in your midst, or you might find yourself being a little bit anxious due to the spiritual connection you're developing and might be increasing as you move forward. I feel you. But we're making our way to the Seven of Wands. Okay. So I'm told to reverse these. Going back, the Page of Cups, again, the beginning of the fourth week of the month, you're thinking a lot about drifting to what you want to give birth to, naturally. After the end of the third week, where there's a lack of that beginning, or beginnings in one way, shape, or form, you might even be thinking thoroughly back to something you once gave birth to that didn't work out, as well thinking about your loved ones and stressing over what they're giving birth to. Just feeling like you're exuding a level of care at this time, this kind of caring energy, very sort of um, proud, but just a little nervous and concerned. Okay, just try to reel it back in and realize that everything's going to work out the way it's meant to. But again, the middle of the last week of the month, you're feeling quite abundant as everything sort of comes at you. People need you. People are requesting this and that from you, especially if you have a business or people are just viewing your content online. You are feeling so abundant. All right, money opportunities are flowing towards you left and right to invest in your business, to promote, to have you promote for them, or just to expand this or that. You could just feel like you once were looking for a job and couldn't even get one freaking opportunity, and now there's 4 or 5 coming towards you, and it's like, oof, I don't even know if any of them are worth it at this point or right for me. It's because you get options, Libra, okay? You're pushed to take a leap of faith moving forward, and you're reminded you're ready. With the Magician, you're manifesting all these options. You're manifesting the success. You have been for a while, reminded the possibilities are endless. People aren't going to get in your way moving forward, okay? People can just take a seat. 9 of Cups. So you make your way to wrap up the month, and you find yourself getting a wish fulfillment. Things feel golden. You have the golden touch. You're glowing even more so than the rest of this the second half of the month, or the first. Your hard work is paying off. You're still putting in the hard work and digging for the inner strength all the meanwhile, but it just feels like the wheel is churning for you. Okay? You get a wish fulfillment in regards to your business, your career in general, your job, however it pertains to you. You just are reminded all the meanwhile that your loved ones are safe, that you're safe, you're protected. Your business and your job is protected as well, as long as you want it to be. Okay? Some of you working a job where it's like, yeah, it doesn't need to be protected. I could move on to something new. But you're also getting a wish fulfillment in regards to what you desire. Going back to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it could be multiple things once again for some of you Libras, but you're getting a wish fulfillment in regards to it, and it's going to leave you just jumping for joy. And it's like, yes, things are working out. Things are working out for Libra, and it's like, it's a long time coming, and you just deserve it. And it's time to release how others feel about you, how others view your situation to an extent. Release, what you once would have settled for, right? And just move towards the new, the fresh, the new levels of success, even if you're keeping certain opportunities and situations with you moving forward. And to understand that you are going to succeed in so many ways. It just feels like, once again, this is when you're getting that astounding achievement. I feel like excuse me, I feel like certain other small achievements throughout the second half of the month, but to finish up this second half of the month and month in general, this is when you get that astounding achievement that's just meant for you, all right? And it just reminds you why you've declined what isn't meant for you up until this point, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you want to book a personal reading, the options are down below, as well as the pricing. Just shoot me an email, and I'll get that done for you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your month, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Libra.